standing for the playing of the national anthem, Hawaii Pono'i, and the invocation.
I asked them to put me at rest. I'm going to do the invocation. Okay. I'm honored to do this invocation in my native Olala Hawaii tongue and in English. E pule kako, let us pray. Auhea oe e ke akua ka mea nāna e hana I ka lani a me kahono. Ea mai mā kou kau poe kaua e kunei I mua o me ka haa. Our Heavenly Father, the Creator of heaven and earth, we, your humble servants, stand here before Thee in humility. Mako e ho'o mā kau kauno ka ho'o mā ka ana o kahi lahu. As we prepare for the dawning of a new day, mahalo ho'o mai ka ia Yehovah. Nona mea a pau au a haawi mai ai. We thank you, Lord, for all that you have provided. Ke ho'o mā kau nei mā no ke ia hua ka iho. As we prepare for this new journey, e alakai ia mā kou me kau lima o aloha. Lead us and guide us with your loving hands. I mea e hana ai mā kou I ka mea pono, mā kou ino, that we may do what is righteous in your name. Amen. In this we pray. Amen.
As a new chapter of healthcare begins for the 15th Aerospace Medicine and Medical Operations Squadrons, we would like to first mahalo ke akua for giving these two organizations a tremendous opportunity to focus more on the warfighter as they proactively care for active duty airmen to continuously provide quality care to the dependent and retiree populations. Making changes is not an easy process. It requires deliberate decision-making and a strong commitment among members. We pray, O Lord, with your guidance, that these squadrons are provided with the Hawaiian values of ho'omau and kupapa to persevere and to stand firm even when roadblocks are persistent themselves. Kakua and laulima, the kuleana responsibility of helping each other, all hands on deck, so that they continue to keep Pono to the mission and vision of providing mission-focused, safe, high-quality, and reliable healthcare to the patients, our ohana. E pule kako, let us pray. Ho'onani kamakua mau, ke keiki me ka uhane no, ke akua mau, ho'omai ka ipu, ko ke ia au, ko ke la'au, amene.
Thank you to Airman Jamie for singing of the national anthem and for the rendition of the Hawaii Pono E, and Mr. K and Lieutenant Luzania for the invocation. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. On behalf of the Commander, 15th Medical Group, Colonel Kara Ormond, welcome to the Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam and today's Medical Squadron Redesignation Ceremony. We would like to welcome our distinguished guests in attendance today, Commander, 15th Wing, Colonel Dobbles. Commander, Command Chief, 15th Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Stephen Kohler. PACAF Surgeon General, Colonel Kachula. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to the many commanders, community leader, Hickam partners, chiefs, first sergeants, friends, and most importantly, the men and women of the 15th Medical Group virtually attending. Welcome to today's ceremony. Today's ceremony is unprecedented and the first of its kind in the Pacific Air Forces. Similar ceremonies will take place at 29 other Air Force clinics and hospitals over the next 3 months. The 15th Medical Group is one of the first overseas medical treatment facilities to undergo the reorganization of its group. This reorganization will ensure trusted care continues to be provided equally to the clinic's beneficiaries. This should come at no surprise, as the medics who served over the years in this building have a history of quickly rising to the challenge with character, commitment, and compassion. Hickam Station Hospital was only open for a few weeks when the attack on Pearl Harbor took place on 7 December 1941. Today, we stand under a beautiful banyan tree dedicated by Second Lieutenant Monica Concert Benning. It was planted in a bomb crater 2 weeks after the attack as a healing gesture for all to remember. As a testament to the bravery and compassion shown that day, the Hickam Station Hospital has a venerable history. The facility had various designations over the years and was redesignated as the 15th Medical Group in 1987. The 15th Medical Group is currently made up of the following squadrons: the Aerospace Medicine Squadron, Medical Operations Squadron, and Medical Support Squadron. In today's redesignation ceremony, you will witness the redesignation of the Aerospace Medicine and Medical Operations Squadron. The redesignation and reorganization of these squadrons is to improve and sustain operational force readiness and the medical readiness of our armed forces while continuing to provide trusted care to our entire beneficiary population. This will also improve our beneficiaries' access to care, increase the efficiency of military health system, and ultimately provide overall better health outcomes while keeping our clinic focused on supporting the 15th Wing's combat power. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander, 15th Medical Group, Colonel Kara Ormond.
Hi, everybody. I have to say, I think like the best part might already be over with Airman Jamie singing. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Huavini, thank you so much for your prayer, and LZ, wherever you just ran off to, thank you so much. There you are. Thank you so much for the prayer. That is a very special part of any ceremony in Hawaii, to have the rich culture that we have represented. I wanted to just do a quick shout out to Sergeant Walton and Senior Airman Brandt for putting this together very, very quickly. We were not anticipating, yes, and Mr. Pete Cruz, of course. We were not anticipating doing a third ceremony this summer, but it's definitely our pleasure to be here and to be recognizing this. So thank you for your leadership in that. Colonel Dobble, sir, thank you for being here. It means a lot to our airmen that you and Chief Kohler were able to be here. And Colonel Cachuela, I know you just got the call that we were crafting this, but please don't think it's because you were overlooked. We literally were just starting to figure out that we were doing this week. So we're very grateful for you for coming over here. We know you're so busy during this time of response to COVID, and so we really, really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to our airmen and our medics. So today we have this unique opportunity to participate in a redesignation of heraldry for 2 Air Force squadrons, an honor to preserve history and set a strategic course for the future. An event such as this is a once-in-a-career opportunity, the historic significance of which cannot be underestimated for our unit. It is only fitting that this very group of people here today, assigned to these units, in command of these units, has this honor. Their steadfast dedication to look to our past heritage to inform our future success is apparent in everything that they do. The men and women of the 15th Aeromedical Dental and Medical Operations Squadron spent the past 2 years working diligently to learn the lessons of history from our heroes of our past. They defined a culture based on our values of compassion, commitment, and character, values that are attributed to 3 of the men and women present at the Hickam Field Hospital on December 7th, 1941. One of our heroes is Lieutenant William Schick, the first flight surgeon to die in World War II. Suffering from mortal wounds from strafing fire, he selflessly turned away life-saving care and pushed the needs of his fellow airmen ahead of his own. Selfless acts that likely later resulted in his death, the epitome of character. Our second hero is Corporal Ketchner, who was assigned to Hickam Field Hospital as a dental technician. Despite being less than 24 hours from returning home from the war, when the call came to help the wounded, he jumped into a role not his own to tirelessly bring the wounded from the flight line again and again until he himself was killed by enemy fire. The legacy of his commitment lasting on today. And lastly, Lieutenant Annie Fox, a nurse who, despite being junior in rank, stood out among her peers as being the one to orchestrate the chaos and bring calm to the wounded and dying, restoring order and intention of purpose to the medics with challenges none anticipated, demonstrating our final value of compassion. The men and women of these 2 squadrons have studied these stories and they've practiced these values. They turn that into the fuel that guides their actions today. This is the foundation of their focus, and they understand their role in preserving and protecting the Air Force's ability for power projection from the strategic location within the Pacific. Although medics might not be considered the vital force to protect us in times of war, lessons such as the bombing of Pearl Harbor, the North Korea pressure campaign, and our recent more invisible threat of COVID all teach us the importance of sustaining and fortifying our most important defense, our most important weapon, our human weapon system. This team has focused for the past 2 years to make sure that every single medic that arrives to Hickam learns the lessons of the past. Through those lessons and our values firmly rooted, they prepare for what is expected of a graduate of the 15th Medical Group, a medic who is focused on the future, focused on our operational forces, and focused on our need and our part to prepare them to support and defend us. Each person is integral in embracing our mission and being a force generator and essential enabler. Our medics remain focused on the challenges that our airmen face in their roles and operating in this unique environment in the Indo-Pacific where our competitors and adversaries hope to weaken us. General Brown recently stated that it's imperative that every action across all disciplines must be aligned and focused on our goals. Through this historic redesignation and shift in focus, the men and women of the 15th Medical Group are aligned to that direction and ready to step into the challenge of maximizing the deployability of airmen, employability of forces, and maintaining our ready medic mission, all the while improving our ability to deliver trusted care. The honor of commanding a squadron is one of the capstone pivotal roles in the Air Force. Today we have 2 squadron commanders who have the unique opportunity to close the history of one squadron and open the history of another. If I tried for a lifetime, I would not be able to pick 2 officers who more deserve this honor. Lieutenant Colonel Ross Graham arrived last year to take on the command of AMDS. He is a pilot and an emergency medicine trained physician. His passion for medicine and our mission to fly, fight, and win is palpable to his squadron and made them embrace with enthusiasm the goal to merge and transform their Air Medical Dental Squadron with the Medical Operations Squadron. His partner in crime on this endeavor is Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer Giovanetti, call sign Sandy, which, when you know what that stands for, explains so much. Sandy arrived here 2 years ago, selected to lead the Medical Operations Squadron. She's an aerospace physiologist, and her entire career has focused on improving, enhancing, and maximizing the human weapon system. When we began to hear about the Air Force Medical Reform Model 2 years ago, this initiative is so in line with her career focus that there was little chance I was going to be able to stand in her way in this vision. Sandy continued to lead this change towards pivoting our culture with her partner in crime, Ross, day by day, battle staff meeting by battle staff meeting. And only they know what that means. Their bold and disruptive leadership has resulted in transformational cultural change across the medical group. The result of all the combined hard work that Ross, Sandy, and their teams collaborated on results in our being here today. But more than just this ceremony, it is their hard work and their leadership of the incremental and sometimes painfully won changes that makes this ceremony almost nothing more than a formality. The hard work has already been done. The foundation is solidly in place. The trail they blaze results in a clear path to the future. It is with distinct privilege that all of us will witness the results of these actions and the dedication and hard work of all the medics of the Medical Operations and Air Medical Dental Squadron and moving through this refocusing on mission, while maintaining focus on our values, while always learning the lessons of our history, which firmly root us and prepare us for the future. Today, the men and women of these squadrons will take the historic step of unfurling their guidons that served them well in the past, and as they do so, they will unfurl the flags of their future. Thank you.
The 15th Aerospace Medicine Squadron flag will now be furled, followed by the unfurling of the new 15th Operational Readiness Squadron flag. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Attention to orders. The 15th Aerospace Medicine Squadron at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, Hawaii is officially inactivated, effective 10 July 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. The 15th Medical Operations Squadron flag will now be furled, followed by the unfurling of the new 15th Healthcare Operations Squadron flag. Attention to orders. The 15th Medical Operations Squadron at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, Hawaii is officially inactivated, effective 10 July 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the departure of the official party and the playing of the Air Force song. This concludes our ceremony. On behalf of the men and women at the 15th Medical Group, thank you for joining us.